Good day, man. I'm gonna talk. Previously I did a video talking about there's certain why certain places I don't go, and somebody sent me a article of a young man named Nolan Xavier Wells. He looked like he played football in Mississippi, um, and good old Nolan went to a lake with his three white buddies and didn't make it back. And nobody knows what happened to him. Now think about that for a second. Yeah, think about this for a second. Let's say you have a son, and your son goes somewhere for the weekend with his three buddies, and your son doesn't make it back home, and the people and his three buddies that picked him up and went out of town with, nobody knows what happened to him. Now, as a parent, how would that make you feel? Think about that for a second. Your son or your daughter went out of town, and your buddies, his buddies that went out of town with him, nobody knows what happened. Everybody's playing dumb, like, we thought he caught a ride with somebody else. And this is why I said in a previous video that I don't, there's certain towns I'm not going there. Not only that, I'm not going out of town with anybody that I don't know well, and I don't have a good relationship with. I'd rather go by myself if that's the case. You know, we got an 18-year-old boy passed away somehow. I think they found his body maybe today, probably yesterday. Found his body yesterday. And nobody knows what happened to him. Think about it. You know how devastating that would be if you had a son. Your son goes somewhere with his buddies over the weekend, the backwoods of Mississippi somewhere, and he doesn't make it back home, and his buddies can't tell you what happened to him. His buddies is telling you, man, we thought he made it back. We thought he caught a ride with somebody else. What happened to if we came together, if we left together, we supposed to come back together? What happened to that? That's where I'm from. If we leave together, we come back together. We don't leave together and be like, hey, if you catch a ride, it's okay. We'll see you later, buddy. No. If we leave together, we come back together. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. At least that's how it's supposed to be anyway. I gotta turn my computer off. Where I'm from, at least with my friends, If we leave together, we come back together. 10 toes down. If we traveling, whether it's a nightclub or traveling out of town. But not only that, in this town, I don't even know the name. What's the name of this town? Jackson County, somewhere in Mississippi. And see, here's the thing. What's the island? Horn Island. Here's the thing. In these little small little towns, little hillbilly towns, if anything happens to you in these little towns, there's a good chance your family is never going to know exactly what happened to you in these little small towns. Yeah, because see, there's a lot of cover-ups and a lot of things that's being done in these little small towns. So if anything was to happen to you or your loved ones, your kids, your mama, your daughter, your sister, your brother, your dad in these little small towns, they're never going to find out what really happened. Because the cops play dumb. You know, everybody's going to play dumb. But you going to be done. You're just going to be done. It's over. The nigga dead, man. It's over. Shit, that's all we know. We don't know what happened, but, you know. And, I've seen hundreds and hundreds of stories like this, where somebody leaves home, they go with his buddy, whether it's a boy or a man, or whether it's a girl or a woman, and they never made it back. And it's because of the people that were hanging around. That was the key. That was the problem. There's two things: the people you're hanging around, and the town where you're going. That makes a big difference.